She told you she was broken. She told you about her past, the pain, the heartbreak, the betrayals, and like a good man, like a loyal man, you believed it was your job to stay, to love her harder, to be the one who wouldn't leave, to show her what real love looks like. And that's where most men lose themselves, because, brother, you weren't loving her, you were saving her. And those are two very different things. See, a woman who hasn't done her inner work, a woman who refuses to heal, she doesn't want love. She wants a lifeline, someone to absorb her chaos, someone to carry her wounds, someone to bleed for her while she stays the same. And when she's done using you, when she's strong enough to stand, she doesn't thank the crutch. She tosses it. And there you are, empty, exhausted, wondering what the hell just happened. Here's your wake-up call, brother. You can't save a woman who doesn't want to grow. You're a man, not a therapist, not a project manager, not her emotional punching bag. Protect your peace, guard your heart, because the price for ignoring this lesson, it's your damn soul. This video is for men who've been through it, men who gave their heart to the wrong woman, men who stayed loyal while being lied to, disrespected, and drained dry, men who tried to love someone who never had the emotional maturity to love them back. Today, I'm breaking down 6 brutal signs of emotional immaturity in women, not to judge, not to hate, but so you can see it early and walk away before it costs you your peace, your purpose, and your self-respect. You don't fix these women. You don't save them. You protect yourself. Drop it in the comments like a man who means it. I protect my peace to say it, own it, live it. Number 1, the victim mindset. She's always the victim, never the cause. There's a moment every man remembers. That first time you sat across from a woman you thought you could save. She was beautiful. Soft voice, sad eyes, a story full of heartbreak. She told you about her pain. Her exes were monsters. Her parents never loved her right. Her friends betrayed her. Life had done her dirty. And something deep inside you, that protector instinct, switched on. She just needs someone real, you thought, somebody who won't leave, somebody who will show her what love is supposed to feel like. And brother, that was your first mistake. Because here's what no one tells you. Not every broken person wants to heal. Some people, some women, have built their whole identity on being the victim. It's their power source. It's their excuse. It's their ticket to attention, sympathy, and control. And if you try to fix her, if you try to be her savior, you're walking straight into hell with no way out. This is the victim mindset. It's poison in a relationship, slow, subtle. It doesn't destroy you overnight. It bleeds you out over years. See, a woman with a victim mindset doesn't solve problems. She creates them because problems give her power. They give her attention. They let her off the hook for her own damn behavior. Every ex, you toxic, every friend, jealous, every mistake, somebody else's fault. And guess what? When you stay in that relationship long enough, you become the next villain in her story. The guy who didn't support her enough. The man who abandoned her. The emotionally unavailable one. Brother, listen to me. Victim mindset women do not love men. They use them. As long as you're useful, she'll keep you around. But not for who you are, not for your values, not for your vision as a man. She keeps you because you're convenient, because you're a human sponge, soaking up all her emotional chaos so she doesn't have to face it. And here's the worst part. A man who stays with a victim mindset woman for too long, he becomes a victim himself of his own damn choices. Worn out, burned out, spirit dead, looking in the mirror wondering where his power went, and the truth hits like a damn freight train. I was never her partner. I was her crutch. Brother, and this is where the Stoic shift has to happen. This is where you reclaim yourself. Pain is real, but blame is easy. Pain is real, but staying broken is a choice. You are not responsible for healing a woman who refuses to take accountability for her life, and that's her damn job. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you walk away from her endless pity party, the faster you get your soul back. Because real women, strong women, they own their story. They say, yeah, life hit me hard, but I'm standing, I'm growing, I'm doing the work. That's who you build with. That's who you trust. But the eternal victim, she doesn't want growth. She wants rescue. She wants worship. She wants to stay small while you break yourself trying to lift her. And let me be dead honest with you. A man who gives his life to fixing a woman stuck in the victim mindset, he dies a slow death. His confidence dies. His peace dies. His masculine fire dies, until one day he wakes up. Empty, alone, resentful, wondering how the hell he lost himself trying to save someone who never wanted to be saved. So what's the move? What's the code we live by as men who know better? It's simple. Own your shit. Let others own theirs. You're not a savior. You're not a therapist. You're not an emotional dumping ground. You're a man. Your mission is to build peace, purpose, and power. Let women stay in their victim stories if they want. But you build with a warrior, a woman who owns her past without being ruled by it, a woman who fights beside you, not against you, a woman who meets you as an equal, not as a project. Because at the end of the day, real love requires two adults, not a parent and a child, not a therapist and a patient, not a hero and a victim. Two adults, full stop. So here's what I'll leave you with, brother. Pain is inevitable, but staying broken, that's a choice. Choose wisely who you build with. Choose peace over chaos. Choose responsibility over blame. And when in doubt, say it out loud. I protect my peace because no one else is gonna do it for you. Number 2, emotional volatility. It usually starts small. That first sharp tone when you didn't text back fast enough, that little jab disguised as a joke in front of her friends, the cold shoulder after you said something honest. And you tell yourself, she's just passionate, she just feels things deeply, she'll calm down, but she doesn't. Brother, you start realizing this woman isn't a safe place. She's a storm, beautiful, electric, addictive, but unpredictable as hell. And you, without even noticing it, start adjusting yourself. You speak softer to avoid setting her off. You check your words twice before you say anything. You apologize for things you didn't even do. And worse, you start walking on eggshells in your own damn life. That's not love, brother. That's survival. A man should never have to survive in his relationship. See, emotional volatility is a drug to women like this. Drama is her oxygen. Conflict is her comfort zone. If things are calm too long, she stirs the pot. She picks a fight over nothing, twists your words, finds a reason to punish you. And here's the kicker. It's never really about you. It's about control. It's about power. It's about dragging you down into her emotional chaos so she never feels alone in it. Some men stay in this madness for years. Hell, some of you listening might still be in it, waking up every day, bracing for the next explosion, living in a house that feels more like a battlefield than a home. But let me be real with you. Men don't grow in chaos. We survive it. Sure, we Push through wars, hard times, loss, but peace is where we build, peace is where we thrive, and a woman who uses her emotions like weapons. She'll drain you dry, piece by piece. First your energy, then your confidence, then your sense of reality, until you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Until the man staring back at you in the mirror is hollow-eyed, short-tempered, dead inside, all because you thought you could weather her storm long enough to reach the sun, brother. The sun doesn't come, not with her, because women like this, they aren't looking for calm. They aren't looking for connection. They are addicted to the chaos they create. And here's the Stoic truth that will save your damn life. Men needs peace more than sex, more than excitement, more than fire. Sex is easy, passion is cheap, but peace, real peace with a woman who respects your mind, your heart, your leadership, that's rare, that's priceless. And when you find a woman like that, to hold her tight. But when you're with a storm, when you're stuck with a woman whose moods control the room, whose emotions rule the relationship, walk away. Without anger, without bitterness, just leave. Because kings don't belong in chaos. We build in peace, we lead in peace, we love in peace. A man without peace is a man headed for self-destruction. And trust me, no amount of good looks, great sex, or history is worth living every day in emotional survival mode. That's not love, that's prison. So here's the line you need to remember. Chaos drains kings. Peace builds them. Say it until it burns in your soul. Say it until it guides every choice you make. Say it until you never again mistake emotional instability for love. Because in this life, brother, peace isn't a luxury. It's a damn requirement. Choose it. Protect it. Live by it. Number 3, attention addiction. She needs eyes on her to feel alive. It sneaks up on a man. At first it seems harmless. A little too many selfies. A few too many guys in her comment section. That constant need to check her phone when you're supposed to be spending time together. You brush it off. She's just social. She likes to feel pretty. It's not a big deal. But something inside you knows something feels off. See, what you're looking at, brother, isn't just a bad habit. It's not just modern dating. It's a symptom of something deeper. It's attention addiction, and it'll rot the foundation of any relationship from the inside out. Because here's the hard truth. Some women don't want love. They want eyes. They want to be seen, admired, validated, constantly, not just by you, not just by her family, but by everybody. Every stranger on her phone, every random dude in her DMs, every old fling, she never really let go of. And the problem isn't that she's attractive. It's not that other men notice her. The problem is she needs it. Without attention, she starts to feel invisible, empty, restless. That's when the games start. A little more skin in the photos, a little flirty banter in the comments, a little too much eye contact with strangers when you're out together. Why? Because it's a drug. Every like, every compliment, every text from a man who just misses her energy, that's her hit. And brother, the woman addicted to attention is never satisfied. You can love her right, treat her well, give her every ounce of respect a real man can offer. It won't matter because it was never about you. It was about filling a hole inside her that only she can fix. And here's where most men go wrong. They start competing. They start bending. They try harder to impress her, dress better, text more, buy more, show up in every way possible just to feel like they're winning again. But let me tell you something straight. You don't compete with strangers for the attention of the woman sleeping in your bed. A king does not lower himself to chase after peasants. If she values strangers more than the man building a life with her, let her have them, because the moment you start competing for attention, you've already lost your frame, you've already lost your peace, you've already lost yourself. A real woman doesn't need the world watching her to feel whole. Real woman respects the eyes of the man who loves her, not the eyes of every random dude scrolling Instagram. Brother, attention addiction isn't just disrespectful, it's a character flaw. It tells you loud and clear, this woman hasn't done the inner work. This woman is looking outside herself for worth. This woman will never be full, no matter what you give her. And that's not a battle you should fight. That's not a project you should take on. That's not love. That's babysitting a grown adult who never learned how to be enough for herself. The Stoic mindset here is simple. Never compete. For attention, compete with yourself. Build your mission, lead your life, strengthen your mind and body, and leave women addicted to strangers' approval exactly where they belong. Out there chasing shadows, because while she's out, hunting for empty validation, you're out building something real. Your peace, your purpose, your kingdom. A man who knows his worth doesn't need the crowd. He doesn't need noise. He doesn't need to beg for loyalty. He walks in quiet strength. He looks at a woman playing childish games for attention, and he walks away without a second thought, because a king doesn't need to be seen. He needs to be respected. Remember that. Men who chase attention lose themselves. Men who guard their peace find everything. Let her chase the crowd, you chase greatness. Number 4, zero emotional regulation. She reacts. She doesn't reflect. It starts with something small, a simple disagreement, a difference in opinion. You bring up something honest, respectful, but not what she wants to hear. And suddenly, you're not in a conversation anymore. You're in a damn emotional minefield. The voice goes up, the tears come out, the door slams, the cold silence settles in, and you're left standing there thinking, what just happened? See, most men, especially good men, make the same mistake here. We think if we explain ourselves better, if we stay calm, if we keep trying to fix it, we can pull her back to reality. We think we can talk her down from the ledge. But brother, what you're up against isn't a communication problem. It's a self-control problem. A woman with zero emotional regulation isn't arguing with you. She's reacting to life like a child. She doesn't pause. She doesn't reflect. She doesn't hold space for both of you to exist with different thoughts or feelings. She explodes because that's all she knows. Screaming, crying, stonewalling. Silent treatment, emotional blackmail. Those are her weapons. And if you're not grounded as a man, if you don't recognize this pattern for what it is, you'll get sucked in. You'll start reacting too. Raising your voice. Chasing after her when she storms off. Breaking your own peace just to restore hers. And in doing so, you lose yourself. Understand this. Mature love, real love, is calm. It's not loud. It's not violent. It's not a damn roller coaster every week. Real love breathes through conflict. Real love looks like two adults sitting down saying, okay, we see this differently. Let's figure it out. Not one person having a meltdown while the other walks on eggshells. The woman who explodes every time life doesn't go her way. She's not passionate, she's not fiery, she's not just emotional, she's undisciplined, she's emotionally immature, and if you stay with her long enough, if you keep rewarding that behavior with your time, attention, and energy, you're not just surviving her chaos, you're teaching her that it works. You're teaching her that she doesn't need to grow, that she doesn't need to reflect, or apologize, or evolve. She just needs to outshout you, outcry you, outsuffer you, and you'll fold, brother. That's not love, that's emotional manipulation. Here's the Stoic shift that sets a man free. Don't fight chaos with chaos. Don't meet screaming with screaming. Don't meet disrespect with reaction. Meet it with distance. Meet it with stillness. Meet it with strength. A real man stays grounded. He doesn't chase after storms. He lets the emotional hurricane pass by, untouched. And when the dust settles, he speaks once. He speaks clear. I love peace. I respect calm. If you want to be in my life, we solve problems like adults. Period. No begging, no yelling, no arguing. Because the moment you lose your calm to match her chaos, now you've lost your power, and a man without power in his own mind, in his own emotions, is no man at all. Brother, a woman who refuses to regulate herself, who chooses explosions over growth, who weaponizes her emotions instead of managing them. She's not ready for love. She's not ready for you. That's not your burden to carry. It's her lesson to learn. Maybe she'll learn it without you. Maybe she never will. But your job isn't to save her. Your job is to guard your peace like your life depends on it, because it does. The world will test you enough. Life will throw storms your way without warning. Your relationship, that should be your sanctuary, not another battlefield. So remember this, and remember it well. Real love is calm. Immature girls explode like toddlers. Mature women breathe through conflict. Choose peace, choose calm, choose strength, and never, never lose yourself chasing someone lost in their own storm. Number 5, fantasy over reality. She loves love, not partnership. It starts like a dream, feels like magic. That early stage where every text makes your chest light up, every glance feels electric, every moment together feels like some damn movie scene, and she's all in, talking about destiny, talking about soulmates, talking about how you're different, you're special, this is rare. And for a minute you believe it. Hell, what man wouldn't? We're wired to protect, to provide, to build. And deep down, every man wants to believe he's found his person, someone who sees him, values him, stays. But then reality shows up. Not the fantasy version, not the movie trailer, real life, bills, stress, responsibilities, hard conversations, small annoyances, unsexy routines. And that's where the cracks show. That's when you notice. She loved the feeling of love, not the work of love. See, brother, a lot of women these days are in love with a fantasy. They've been sold the Hollywood dream since they were kids. Fairy tales, rom-coms, Instagram highlight reels. They think love means butterflies forever. They think relationships are supposed to be effortless. They think a man is supposed to read her mind, fix her mood, and make every day feel like that first week of texting. But real love, real partnership, that shit is work. It's showing up on the days when you're tired. It's loyalty through boredom. It's patience through frustration. It's building something, not floating in some emotion-fueled high. And here's the emotional pattern you've got to catch. The fantasy chaser woman disappears when real life shows up. She pulls back when effort is needed. She avoids conflict because it breaks the illusion. She runs when love stops being easy. You'll hear it in her words. I just don't feel the spark anymore. I think we've grown apart. It shouldn't be this hard. Translation: I didn't sign up to build, I signed up to feel good. And that's the damn problem. See, a woman addicted to fantasy will waste your time. She'll drain your resources. She'll pull you into the illusion and leave you bleeding in reality. because she never loved you. She loved the idea of you, the attention, the excitement, the story, but not the man, not the hard days, not the ordinary moments that real life is made of. And if you don't catch this early, you'll spend years trying to meet an expectation that doesn't even exist. You'll chase the old spark. You'll twist yourself into knots trying to be her dream man. You'll forget who the hell you're trying to keep a fantasy alive. That's not love, that's self-betrayal. Is the Stoic mindset that saves you. Men build legacies. We build through discipline, through effort, through choosing loyalty long after the fireworks fade. We don't chase fantasy. We build reality. And the woman worthy of standing next to you, and she's not the one with her head in the clouds. She's the one next to you in the mud, in the hard days, in the quiet moments. She builds with you. She works with you. She stays when it's boring. She loves you in full color, not just when the world feels like a movie. Women who chase fantasy get left in delusion. Women who build reality create legacy. And brother, you are not here to be anyone's dream. You are here to be a man of reality, a builder of peace, a protector of what's real. So if you see her addicted to the high, if you see her chasing storylines over substance, let her go. Wish her well, and keep building your damn life, because here's the line you need to remember. Dreams fade, legacy stays. Choose the woman who builds with you, not the one who daydreams while you bleed. That's what real men do. Number 6. No inner work. She reads horoscopes, not books. It happens to a lot of good men. You meet a woman who sounds deep. She talks about energy, vibes, the universe. She lights candles, pulls tarot cards, posts quotes about healing and high-frequency living. And at first, it pulls you in, because as men we admire beauty with depth. We respect women who reflect. We believe, maybe, she's doing the work. But here's where most guys get blindsided. All that talk, all that spirituality, all those self-love mantras, it's empty. It's not real inner work. It's costume. It's performance. It's distraction dressed up as wisdom. Because when life gets hard, when accountability shows up at the door, when you hold the mirror to her face, she crumbles, she runs, or worse, she attacks. See, there's a dangerous kind of woman out there. The one who uses spirituality not to grow, but to hide. She's not doing the hard, uncomfortable inner work. She's not facing her patterns. She's not owning her wounds. She's memorizing astrology signs like scripture, blaming Mercury retrograde for her bad attitude, claiming bad energy is why her relationships fail. But never looking in the damn mirror, never asking herself the real question. What do I need to change? That's not healing, brother. That's delusion. It's spiritual bypassing. It's dressing up avoidance as wisdom. And here's where you, as a man, have to wake up. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot build a future with a woman who refuses to heal. You cannot pour love into a heart with holes in it. You cannot carry her brokenness like it's your mission to fix. Because the man who tries, he gets destroyed. Piece by piece, she will drain your energy. She will blame you for her pain. She will twist every disagreement into a sign that you're the problem. And worse, you'll start believing it. You'll find yourself apologizing for things that weren't your fault, walking on eggshells to avoid her triggers, trying to love her harder, when love isn't the issue. Growth is the issue. Maturity is the issue. Healing is the issue. Brother, Let me be clear. A woman who won't heal is a woman who will harm, not always with her hands, but with her words, with her patterns, with her inability to love from a whole place. And no amount of patience, no amount of loyalty, no amount of masculine strength can save her from herself. That's her job. That's her mountain to climb. And the Stoic mindset here is simple, but damn powerful. You cannot love someone into healing. Stop trying. Stop bleeding for women who refuse to look inward. Stop investing years of your life waiting for potential. Stop confusing spiritual trends with real self-mastery. Look at her actions. Is she facing herself? Is she owning her past? Is she getting uncomfortable for the sake of growth? Or is she hiding behind crystals, horoscopes, and endless excuses? Brother, I've been there. I've loved women who read every healing book but never applied a word, who knew every zodiac sign but didn't know how to apologize, who talked about energy but never managed their own, and I learned the hard way. You can't save them. You can only save yourself. Choose a woman who does the real work. Choose a woman who's in therapy, not just talking about it. Choose a woman who owns her shadows, not runs from them, because in this life, you build with women of substance, not women of performance. And if she won't do the work, wish her peace and walk. Walk with your head high, walk with your soul intact, walk knowing you gave respect, but you will never sacrifice your sanity for someone else's healing journey. Because here's the line every man needs to burn into his mind. A woman who won't heal is a woman who'll harm. That's not your burden to carry. Let her go. Let her grow, if she chooses. But you keep walking toward your peace, toward your mission, toward your life. That's what a real man does. Brother, let's bring it home, because this is the part nobody tells you. This is the part most men learn the hard way, bleeding out in the wrong relationship. It is not your job to raise a grown woman. You are not her father. You are not her savior. You are not her emotional band-aid. You are a man, and your mission in this life is too damn important to waste on someone who refuses to meet you in the middle. You were built for peace. You were built for purpose. You were built for power, and peace isn't just something you get handed. Peace is earned. It's built every day by what you say no to chaos, no to emotional games, no to women who live in fantasy while you bleed in reality. A real woman, the kind worth building with, she meets you with calm. She meets you with grace. She meets you with work. Because love is not just about chemistry. Love is about character. Two people standing side by side, accountable, mature, ready to build a life rooted in truth, not in fantasy. Anything less, anything that costs your peace, your sanity, your self-respect, that's a price no man should ever pay. Brother, I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what mistakes you've made. Today is the day you draw the line. Today is the day you reclaim your power. Say it out loud. Type it in the comments. Write it on your damn mirror if you have. I protect my peace because no one else will. Not the world, not a woman, not your friends. That's your job, that's your vow. And once a man protects his peace, once a man refuses to bleed for someone else's immaturity, there's not a damn thing in this world that can shake him. Stay solid, stay grounded, stay true. I protect my peace. Say it, live it, and never forget who you are.